Imagine standing at the base of the Great Pyramid of Giza. Towering above you, it stretches over 450 feet into the sky, made of more than 2.3 million limestone and granite blocks. Each block weighs anywhere from 2.5 to 80 tons. Now consider this. This was built almost 4,500 years ago, with no cranes, no modern machines, and yet somehow the ancient Egyptians achieved perfection. Every block is perfectly aligned, every corner almost exactly true north, every ratio precise to an astonishing degree. How did they do it? Could it be that they possessed a technology far beyond what we give them credit for? Could some of it be lost to history, a mystery we may never fully understand? When we talk about lost technology in ancient Egypt, we're not just talking about clever building techniques. We're talking about the entire framework of knowledge, from architecture and mathematics to astronomy, metallurgy, and possibly even electrical phenomena. This is a civilization that left us enormous monuments, complex tombs, detailed hieroglyphics, and yet simultaneously an entire body of knowledge seems to have vanished. Let's start with the pyramids. The construction of the Great Pyramid remains one of the most astonishing achievements of the ancient world. Scholars estimate that over 2.3 million blocks were used, each weighing between 2.5 and 15 tons, with some granite blocks reaching up to 80 tons. Imagine transporting these from quarries hundreds of miles away. How did they move them without cranes or trucks? Traditional theories suggest ramps, sledges, and a massive workforce. But the precision, so exact that even modern laser instruments would struggle to improve upon it, suggests there could have been other, now lost techniques. Some researchers have speculated the use of lubricated surfaces, special levers, or even methods that involved creating molds from soft stone that could be hardened. Others propose more radical theories: levitation, sound-based resonance, or technologies that have disappeared from human memory. And the pyramids aren't just incredible in size. Their alignment is a mathematical marvel. The Great Pyramid is aligned within 0.067 degrees of true north. The base is almost perfectly level across its 13-acre footprint despite being built on uneven desert terrain. When you examine the proportions of the pyramid, the height-to-base ratio reflects pi. Its internal passages align with certain stars, Orion's belt, for instance, and Sirius, the sacred star of Isis. Could this be coincidence, or does it suggest that the Egyptians were applying advanced astronomical knowledge in their architecture? But the mysteries extend beyond architecture. Consider the Dendera temple complex in southern Egypt. On its walls, there are hieroglyphics that some researchers interpret as depicting electrical lamps. Known as the Dendera light hypothesis, these images show what appears to be a bulb-like structure connected to a cable or tube. Some believe this indicates that the Egyptians may have had a form of electrical illumination, possibly powered by some kind of ancient battery or energy source. Supporting this, in Iraq, archaeologists discovered the Baghdad battery, a clay jar containing a copper cylinder and an iron rod. When filled with an acidic solution, it could generate a small electric current. Is it possible that electricity, in some form, was understood and utilized thousands of years ago? Of course, mainstream historians argue that these interpretations are speculative. They suggest that the Dendera light may simply be a symbolic image or a depiction of a lotus flower. The Baghdad battery may have had a completely different function, perhaps related to storage of scrolls or ceremonial purposes. But the very fact that such possibilities exist fuels the imagination. Could the Egyptians have developed technologies that we have since forgotten? Mathematics and geometry were clearly central to their achievements. The Egyptians understood complex fractions, ratios, and symmetry. The golden ratio appears repeatedly in their art and architecture. The design of the pyramids, temples, and tombs demonstrate not only aesthetic awareness, but practical application of mathematical principles to ensure stability, durability, and alignment. Even today, architects and engineers study the pyramids for clues on creating long-lasting structures. Then there's metallurgy. The Egyptians were working with copper, gold, and alloys with an expertise that is hard to imagine for a civilization often described as primitive. Some researchers suggest that certain granite or diorite tools used in carving limestone and granite blocks might have involved techniques or alloys now lost to history. Experimental archaeology has shown that cutting granite with copper tools alone is nearly impossible, yet somehow they did it. Did they have advanced knowledge of material science that has disappeared? Another fascinating area of speculation concerns transportation of these enormous stones. The common theory involves wooden sledges dragged by large teams, sometimes lubricated with water to reduce friction. However, experiments have shown that while this might work for small blocks, moving stones weighing tens of tons with precision and efficiency would have been extremely difficult. Could they have had techniques involving mechanical advantage, or perhaps methods now lost to us? Some theorists even suggest vibration-based levitation or resonance as hypothetical solutions, ideas that sound like science fiction but remain unproven. Ancient Egyptian knowledge was not limited to the physical world. Astronomy played a central role in their culture. The alignment of pyramids, temples, and obelisks with celestial bodies demonstrates an intricate understanding of the heavens. The Great Pyramid's shaft pointing towards the star Thuban in the constellation Draco is a perfect example. They used this knowledge for religious, ceremonial, and possibly practical purposes. Could this celestial understanding also tie into lost technologies, perhaps for navigation, timekeeping, or energy harnessing? And then there are the tools of ritual and magic. The Egyptians placed immense emphasis on symbolism, amulets, and sacred geometry. Some researchers suggest this was more than superstition, that symbolic knowledge was applied practically. For instance, certain temples were constructed in precise geometric shapes thought to harness natural energy, perhaps in ways we do not yet understand. Ancient texts describe powerful vibrations, energies, and lights, though their exact meaning is unclear. Could they have tapped into natural forces, acoustic, magnetic, or electrical, in ways we remain beyond our modern science? Let's not forget the obelisks. Some of these massive monolithic structures were transported and erected with precision that challenges modern engineering. One obelisk, for example, weighed over 500 tons. Transporting such a stone from the quarry and raising it vertically without modern machinery remains one of history's great puzzles. Could they have been advanced rigging systems, lost machines, or techniques forgotten with time? Even the interior chambers of the pyramids raise questions. The Grand Gallery, with its corbelled walls and precise angles, appears almost engineered for an unknown function. Some researchers speculate that the pyramids were not merely tombs, but power generators, storage chambers for energy, or even devices designed to channel natural forces. Evidence is scarce, but the architectural precision and placement hint at purposes beyond the merely ceremonial. What about the hieroglyphics themselves? Beyond recording events and religious texts, some symbols seem to describe technological processes, chemical reactions, and even advanced engineering. Could some of the ancient scribes have encoded practical knowledge in ways we no longer decipher fully? Certain papyri describe techniques for metalworking, glassmaking, and other crafts that are surprisingly sophisticated. Even the water systems in Egypt were advanced. The Nile was not only a source of life, but also of controlled irrigation. The Egyptians created canals, locks, and reservoirs to manage water flow efficiently. Could they have understood fluid dynamics at a practical level that modern science only formalized much later? And yet, despite all of this, vast portions of their knowledge remain elusive. Over thousands of years, much has been lost, destroyed, or deliberately hidden. Tombs were sealed, secrets guarded, knowledge encoded in symbols and monuments, waiting for those who could decipher it. This is what we mean by lost technology, an entire body of understanding whose traces remain, but whose methods are beyond our comprehension. The legacy of ancient Egypt challenges our assumptions about history. It raises profound questions. Did the Egyptians truly know things we have forgotten? Were they innovators in ways we have yet to rediscover? Or are we simply struggling to interpret fragments of a civilization that was, in its time, unimaginably advanced?
What we do know is that the Great Pyramid, the temples, the obelisks, the hieroglyphs, and the artifacts all speak to a civilization that mastered knowledge in ways that continue to inspire, perplex, and challenge us. Their lost technology may never be fully recovered, yet it leaves a mark on human history, one that reminds us that knowledge is fleeting and true mastery is often hidden in plain sight. Standing at the base of these monuments today, one cannot help but feel awe. They are more than stone structures. They are messages across millennia, asking us to question what we think we know about our past, our technology, and the limits of human ingenuity. The mysteries of ancient Egypt are not just in the past. They live in the questions they leave behind, and in the quest of every generation to uncover the secrets they hid so long ago.